The Associated Press and other American mainstream news outlets declared Joe Biden the winner of the 2020 U.S. presidential election. Biden and his running mate Kamala Harris gave victory speeches. Leaders of many Democratic countries, such as Canada, Germany, France, India, Israel, Taiwan, and the UK, have given congratulations to Biden and Harris. But as a statement issued by the Trump campaign notes, Joe Biden has not been certified as the winner of any states, let alone any of the highly contested states headed for mandatory recounts. There are also a number of key states in which President Trump has mounted legal challenges against the electoral results. His campaign cites a large number of reports concerning ballot count errors and possible fraud. The People's Republic of China Foreign Ministry said it would wait for the U.S. presidential election results to be finalized before congratulating the winner. Chinese leader Xi Jinping has also refrained from commenting on the results of the election. It is unclear what Beijing thinks of President Trump's odds of legal victory. However, Chinese state-run media have published several editorials expressing hopes that the U.S.-China relationship they envision would come true under a Biden administration. A commentary published on November 8th by the Global Times says, "It has become a foregone conclusion that Democratic contender Joe Biden will become the next U.S. president." The Global Times observed that Biden will maintain a tough attitude on China when he is in office, and that American pressure on China on key issues is unlikely to let up. However, the editorial believes that Biden will pop the bubbles of China-U.S. tension that the Trump administration had created on purpose. The English-language paper China Daily is operated by the PRC Ministry of Propaganda. The same day as the Global Times editorial, it ran an article claiming that a Biden administration would rebuild the relationship with Beijing. The Global Times piece said that the PRC will communicate with the Biden team as thoroughly as it can, making greater joint efforts to recover China-U.S. relations to a state of great predictability. Under the Trump administration, the United States and other powerful democracies have piled economic and geopolitical pressure on the PRC. A new Cold War seems inevitable, and if it is, it would likely end the same way as the one between the US and Soviet Union. But the Chinese Communist Party's editorials, published in its unofficial media, show that Beijing is breathing a cautious sigh of relief. Aside from looking forward to easier US-China relations under Biden, the Chinese Communist Party is also using the election to spread disinformation. Propaganda produced by America's adversaries, including not just China, but also countries like Russia, Iran, and North Korea, focuses on the supposed weaknesses of U.S. society, particularly its democratic values. The editor-in-chief of Global Times, Hu Shijin, took a jab at the polarized U.S. political landscape. He claimed that a Biden presidency has been essentially acknowledged in the U.S. society and the international community. By holding up the transition process, Trump would cause the split in the U.S. society to deepen or even be substantially solidified. In fact, the U.S. election is not truly over. On November 9th, U.S. Attorney General William Barr gave the Justice Department authority to investigate claims of voter fraud. Before that, Supreme Court Justice Samuel Alito ordered election officials in Pennsylvania to separate absentee ballots received after Election Day. Pennsylvania is a key swing state, and separating the ballots opens up the possibility of further investigation into alleged corruption of the electoral process. On the surface, the Communist Party is leveraging the fact that major American media outlets are prematurely calling the victory for Biden, instead of waiting for the courts to make their ruling. The belief that Biden has already won and that Trump is causing chaos with his legal challenges strengthens Communist China's narrative about the superiority of its dictatorship and the return to normal of U.S.-China relations. Despite what its state media say, however, the fact that the Chinese government has not congratulated Biden as the winner shows that Beijing is not confident Trump is out of the fight.